found the holes, but they are very confident within their handling game. That's what they must rely on if they're going to pose problems.
Well, Ndungani was through on that. Picked up by Ongera. Looking for the offload inside. Look at Brosseau again, straight back onto his feet. Livignali with a little chip over the top. Peterson found himself with plenty of company there. Lovon who's gone chasing after it. Across goes Buri de Pria. Good work that from the scrum half. But look at the white jerseys. It's come out on their side. Kenatali back to Gonivar. There's Livignali, Matadigo, the tackle from his opposite number, Spies. On goes Leuravu. That's the Springbok 22. Bye. Nibaruto there, just palming off the opposition tacklers. Back to Bye again. Muri Valu. Manu. You can see how Berger just trying to turn him round. Look there, there's Brosseau again, burrowing away on his feet. Good work though from Livignali. Back to Bye, who looked for the drop goal, didn't have enough time, good step. Up to the 22, Lovon Balavu. Putting his shoulder in, there's Gonivar, the try-scoring hero against Namibia. Well, they're going confidently through the phases, aren't they? Leveravu that time. Bye is almost slipping back into the pocket, but the ball's been turned. Peterson just happy to get a foot on the ball. Well, it's not dead. Well, Jacques Faris was almost there, wasn't he?
Well, what a passage of play, wasn't it? But it was the South Africans' defensive line that held. Clever chip, and then the other chip that comes through here. Downfield it goes. Du Preez gets back. Now watch the contact area. Deacon Manu wearing number 3. South Africa look to watch it. He's coming right to your picture now. Bang! There he goes, drives the legs. Then the ball comes back. Wonderful play there by the prop forward that allowed the momentum and for the possession to be taken.
And Broto there, claiming the ball at the line out. There's JP Peterson. Through 2 tackles, through a third. Straight into Mafu. Brosseau. Here's Francois Steyn. Running straight into Nakarawa and getting all the way up to the 22. Good ground made by South Africa. John Smith goes straight to Mornay Steyn. Pat Lambie. Brosseau. Oh dear, you could feel that up here. Steyn. There's a bit of a chance here. Francois Steyn. De Prea, Peterson, Steenkamp. Steenkamp for the corner, gets the try.
Well, really, it was the green wave machine, wasn't it, that got Steenkamp over wide. I felt the try could have come earlier from Frans Steyn. There was men over. That was where the space always was. So the Fijian line has been reached. This man's a great winger, isn't he? He's a bit of a Rolls Royce. JP Peterson sets the ball up. Excellent play. Mornay Steyn through the hands. Now this was the point where I felt Francois Steyn should have given the ball out to Jacques Bourri. But look at the loop around that comes in. The ball set up by Du Preez. Steenkamp had some work to do, gets in at the corner. 3 Fijians try and deny him. And that's good strength and power from the South African prop forward.
Well, Guthrie Steenkamp will be looking to give Deacon Manu a torrid time in the scrummage over the course of 80 minutes. On that occasion it was in the loose. He just bounced off the Fiji captain. Here's Monet staying. Can he make it a 7-point score? Yes, he can.
And suddenly things are a little bit more comfortable for South Africa. Into this second quarter now. And South Africa, interesting, I think, playing more of an open game than perhaps we expected. But they are finding the space out wide.
My wife thinks I'm in Belleville. Well, I can tell you now, that's in the northern suburbs of Cape Town. I think he has probably been gone for a while. He's gone to Pick and Pay in Belleville, according to Mrs. Duplessis. And he's been gone a fortnight. Rousseau again, rumbling forward. Good hands from De Priya. There's Yanni Duplessis. A doctor by trade, Yanni Duplessis. We've got one or two of those at the World Cup. Rodrigo Roncero is another. Men who I think are capable on occasions of leaving the Hippocratic Oath to one side for 80 minutes when they play rugby. Referee playing advantage here. Look at Spies. What an athlete.
Second advantage, talk assist, must release.
Second advantage,
7.
you must release,
Offside,
says the referee Romain Poit.
Well, what a run by Pierre Spies, the number 8 for South Africa, as Ngera looks on. Nothing he could do about that. When that man Spies gets going, he's more used to perhaps playing in the open parade and getting his legs thumping, but he's certainly got his legs charging on that occasion. He's such a physical specimen, really testing this back row defence for Fiji. But the change of tactic from Morney Stein. Peterson goes up, also Lambie. They put pressure on the Fijians. And what happens to the Fijians, as you saw from that shot, they don't realign their defence well enough. But what about this? This is all power and strength, isn't it?
Well, he missed one early. His last one bisected the uprights. And this one does similarly. Well, followers of the Springboks are just saying, look, it's 7 matches. We're 1 down already, having beaten Wales. We may have dodged a couple of bullets there. And so far, so good against the spirited Fiji side. Vinyali with the restart to Undungani. Well taken there by Matadigo, rather like a basketball he took that. Underneath the hoop. Straight into Bucky's Buerta and the try scorer Steenkamp. There's Goniba, looking for the offload. He finds Mafu. Kanatali changes direction. That time to Leorabu. They're up and going. That's Ngera. This is impressive from the Fijians. Levenyali looking for Matadigo. Well, the ball is lost forward.
Yeah, Levenyali, he was just looking for that offload, wasn't he? But what the Fijians are so good at is the way that they actually hit the outside arm of a defender and they're able to offload and support in the pass. It's just great to see. They get their angles of running there. Mahafu hitting the deck, tackle by Stein. It's the quick recycling though, and all big men as well. Leo Ravu took the ball into the contact, the pick up by Ongera. This is where the movement just broke down.
Well, South Africa needed 4 tries today to reach 100 in Rugby World Cup matches. They've got one of them, and also one part of the way to a try bonus point. Well, that was unintentional from Jacques Ferry, but it worked nicely. And Ngani taking it. South Africa still 10 metres inside their own half. Berger. Bucky's Buerta, who's had that Achilles problem. It's thought unlikely he'll get through 80 minutes today. Steyn. That not his best kick. And I think the same could be said of that effort from Kini Murimurivalu.
And Murimurivalu from the Clermont club, just overcooking that one. Schalkberger, always around the ball. Schalkberger, a big ball carrier for South Africa. There's a few French supporters in here. We're going up to Napier tomorrow to watch Canada play against France.
Schalkberger feeding Spies. Well, they've had a real conveyor belt in number 8s in the last decade or so, haven't they, South Africa? The attempt at the drop. And France Steyn, well, that looked more like a grubber.
Yeah, one to forget out of the... well, this guy can kick a good ball, can he? France Steyn, of course, played full-back against Wales, now up into the centre.
But he is probably more at home in the centre. That's where he plays largely for his club Racing Metro in Paris. That club have got 1 or 2 Fijians. I say 1 or 2, actually about 4. And one of the problems that Fiji has when it comes to World Cups is getting all their players internationally here. The likes of Sorelli Bombo, who got a try in that quarter-final for Fiji against South Africa 4 years ago. Josh Matavesi, Vikimi Batakwa. There were 3 Fijians who played for Racing Metro who weren't released for the World Cup. Yanni Duplessis, referee playing advantage here, through 2 attempted tackles, almost through a third. Look at Brosseau is there. Dupria, chance again in the same corner. Oh, it's gone to Lambie. And Jacques Ferry, well, you can see there how the defender is pointing to the touchline. We may well get this one referred. But Jacques Ferry is confident that he now has moved on to 31 test tries.
Yes, Roman. Is there a reason why I cannot award the try?
Confirmed secondary question.
Well, the decision, or the question as it were, to the TMO, very much in the affirmative where South Africa are concerned. This one's for Matt Goddard of Australia. But Jacques Ferry, playing his rugby these days down in Cape Town. Your judgment on this one, please, Scott.
All about that left foot. But no, that's a try. For me, that try came from Ngani. The follow-up, put the pressure on the Fijian mistake, and then the take-on and carry by Gianni Dupria.
So, in his 66th international, Jacques Ferry makes it 31, and to put that into some sort of perspective, the South African record 38, jointly held by Brian Habana and Jos van der Westhuizen.
Yeah, it was a good pass by Frans Steyn. He created the speed of movement which allowed Pat Lambie to put in his centre.
He's got a useful centre there behind the glass. Dick Muir wasn't the fastest man out of the blocks, but he really was the thinking man's rugby player for Natal and later for Western Province. And the Stormers, and the kick just drifting on the wind there. Well, they almost ask too much, don't they? The men in green and gold there. They seem to be enjoying themselves, though.
This was the spill by Fiji, and look at that. It was the pace on the pass, wasn't it, by Steyn, that allowed Lambie just the give and take. Jacques Ferry, well, he's a big man, and he's in at the centre once again.
There he is again, Ferry. 18 points to 3. This far, a very polished performance from the Springboks. Brosseau, he's got a fair amount of speed. Remember, he's earned plenty of caps in the back row. That pass to no one. Tied it up by Ferry. He's off again, isn't he? Look at him. Oh, that tackle looked a little high, but, well, Romain Poit playing advantage here to the Springboks. Berger, long pass out. There's Pat Lambie. You can see how the men in green and gold, they just want the ball in the hands here.
3.
Yeah, Fiji just have to tighten up their defence. They're just allowing too much space for the green and gold to run in the spaces. And whilst the first 20 minutes were very good from a Fiji perspective defensively, as well as going through the phases of possession, just their ill discipline a little bit. The way they reset their defensive line has allowed South Africa